Hello ASVAB warrior, this is your word knowledge coach Ishwar, and today we are going to talk about a very important topic of word knowledge, that is prefixes. So let's start. So what are prefixes? Prefixes are nothing but the letters or words which are added at the beginning of any words. Okay, so like the words unhappy, it has a prefix un, which completely changes the meaning of the word to not happy. Okay, so similar words like this unimportant, unsuccessful, which has a prefix un. So and this prefix has same meaning in all the words. So like unsuccessful means the one which is not successful, unimportant means the one which is not important. Okay, so every time the prefix will have same meaning in every words. Okay, so let us move on to the next slide. Okay, so here are some more words with different prefixes, like bilateral, which bi means two and lateral means side. So collectively the word means having two sides. Okay, so here is a different word, semicircle, which has a prefix semi, which means half, and circle means circles. We already know that. So semicircle means half of the circles. Okay, here is again a different word, returns, which has a prefix re. So what does the prefix re means? Re means back, like the word resend, redo, these types of words. Okay, in the next slide we will be learning about some common prefixes. Okay, here are some common prefixes, like the prefix a or an, which means without, like the word atheist or the word awake. Similarly, an, with the using the prefix an, there is a word anoxia, which means without oxygen. Okay, so next prefix is ab, which means away from. Example for this prefix is abnormal or absent. It has a prefix ab, which means away from. So abnormal means which is not normal. So there is one prefix anti, which means against. So there is an example for this, that is anti-social or anti-national. So which is not national, that can be said as anti-national. The next prefix is dis, which means not, like the word disagree or disapprove or discontinue. Discontinue means which is not continued anymore. So the next prefix is mis, which means wrongly. So example for this, mislead or misuse or misinterpret. So this type of words have the prefix mis, which means which is wrongly interpreted. Okay, so let us move on to the next slides, where we will be learning about some questions. Now I will be solving some question based on this topic prefixes, and after that I will be giving you some practice question, and I want you guys to solve it and comment the answer in the comment box. Okay, so let us move on to the next slide. What does the word rewrite means? We have to find out the meaning of the word rewrite. We can see that it has a prefix re, which means back. Okay, so to write back means to write again. So we can see that option B, to write again, is the correct option for this question. So let us move on to the next question. What does the question say? The question says that what does antibacterial means? So here is a word antibacterial, and we have to find out its meaning. So we can see that it has a prefix anti. Anti means, we have already seen, anti means against, like the words anti-national or anti-social. So which of the option correctly express the meaning to this word? Against bacteria. So we can see that option A correctly expressed the meaning to this word antibacterial. Okay, now I want you guys to solve the next question and write down the answer in the comment box. Okay, so here is a practice question. What is the meaning of the word disapprove? So you have to find out the meaning of this word disapprove. Now you guys solve this question and comment the answer in the comment box, and I will be solving this question for you. So we can see that it has a prefix dis, and we know that the prefix dis means not. So which of the option correctly express the meaning to this word disapprove? So this means not. Something which is not approved means it is rejected. So we can see that which option C is the correct one. So correct meaning to the word disapprove is reject. Okay, so let us move on to the next question. Okay, the next question is, what does the word illegal means? So we have to find out the meaning of this word illegal. We can see that it has a prefix ill, and the prefix ill means not. So we can see that illegals, so means something which is not legal. So which of the option correctly express the meaning to this word? We can see that unlawful itself express the correct exact meaning to this word illegal. Okay, now let us move on to the next question. The question says that what is the meaning of the word misunderstand? So here is a prefix mis, which means wrongly. So which of the option correctly express the meaning to this word misunderstand? We can see that understand will be the opposite to this word, ignore will be also the irrelevant one. We can see that misinterpret, it has the similar prefix as misunderstand. So both of this word has similar meaning. So we can see that option C will be the correct one. Now I want you guys to pause the video and try to solve this question by your own. Then I will solve this for you. So what does the word submerge mean? So it has a prefix sub, which means under, and a word merge, which means to join. So we can see that option B has similar meaning to this word submerge. Now let us move on to the next question. Okay, here is an interesting question. What is the meaning of the word undone? So we have already seen that the prefix un means not. So something which is undone means which is not done. So something which is not done, we can say that it is incomplete. Complete will be the opposite one. Correct option will be the incomplete one. Okay. Now here is another question. What does excel mean? So we have a prefix x, which means out, and a word hell, which means to pull or drag. So which of the option has the similar meaning to this word? We can see that in hell will be the opposite one to the excel, because x means out and in will be the opposite one to this. So it cannot be the meaning. So let us find out the second word. Option B means release. So we can see that option B will be the correct option to this question. Now let us move on to the next question. What does 4C means? We can see that there is a prefix 4 here and a word C. So 4 means before and C means to see. So what is the correct meaning to this word? Something which is 4C means something we have already seen. We can see that we have already predicted it. So correct meaning to this word will be predict. Okay, so option A will be the correct one. Now let us move on to the next question. What does bi-weekly means? So here is a prefix bi. We have already seen some words with this prefix like bilateral, which means having two sides. That means the prefix bi means two. Okay, so which of the option correctly express the meaning to this word bi-weekly? Bi-weekly means having 2 weeks. So monthly cannot be the correct one. Weekly will also cannot be the correct one. Fortnightly means having 2 weeks. So we can see that option C will be the correct one. Now let us move on to the next question. Now here is another question. What does unfair mean? We can see that it has the prefix un, which means not. So unfair means which is not fair. So which is not fair means something which is not in favor of one person. So which of the option correctly express the meaning to this word? We can see that bias. Bias has the similar meaning to the word unfair, because bias means something which is not in favor of one side. So option B will be the correct one. Now let us move on to the next question. So the question says that what does deprecate mean? So deprecate has a prefix D, which means to remove or to reduce. So we can see that makes the word somewhat negative. So deprecate means express disapproval. Okay, so which of the option correctly shows? Praise will be the opposite one to the word deprecate. Criticize can be the answer. Forget will be the irrelevant one, and ignore will also be the irrelevant one. So it cannot be the answer. So correct answer will be the criticize only. That is it for today, guys. In the next class we will be learning about suffixes. Okay, so please do like, share to our YouTube channel. This is your word knowledge coach Ishwar signing off. Thank you so much.